Hello, everyone. This is Rebecca Greene for the Whinypaluza podcast. And this is a first for a Mother's Day special for me. I have my entire family home at the same time recording this podcast. Do you know what it took to make this happen? Max literally just Max literally just walked in the door from fishing and Lily's asking to leave to go to her friend's house. So we are going to squeeze this in with my very busy children, and we are going to do a very quick Mother's Day special. So thank you, family, for doing this with me.
Thanks for being the best mom.
We've got all five greens. So what we're going to do is we are going to take turns. We are all going to ask questions. So who wants to go first? Okay, Lily, let's make sure that I can hear you first. Ask a question.
Okay, so my question is, if you could describe me in 3 words, what would they be?
So I have to tell you, I made these questions, and then as I was going over them, I'm like, you made yourself really hard questions. Lily is the baby of the family, and I would describe her as very sweet. I would say she's sugar and spice and everything nice. And I would say that she is beautiful, warm, and outgoing. Is that too many words?
More than three.
How did I do, Lily?
Good.
Okay. Do you want to keep going, Lil?
Now go to the next person.
All right, I can ask my question.
Okay.
What is something you wish I understood about you as a mom?
I don't know if you know how hard it is to love you in the way that you want me to love you. My children want me to let go. Ella wants to fly. I just wish you understood that I want that for you. And it's also extremely hard. Do you understand that? I don't think
Yes.
I don't think she understands to the degree how hard it is. I wish she understood that.
What's something about motherhood that surprised you the most?
Um, the amount of emotions that you can feel at one time. That's something. Max, do you want to go? You can't hear him?
We cannot
Come
hear him
on.
at all.
What was the hardest part of raising me that you probably never noticed?
What's the hardest part? What the heck is this question? Hardest part of race? Oh, I don't think that this really matters anymore. Like you're so much easier now. But when he was little, he had no clue that I couldn't keep up with him. That was the hardest. Wouldn't you say, Seth? That was the hardest? I mean,
Yes, that was Max's energy level was off the charts.
so I had trouble keeping up with him, and I would say he's very easy now, but it's hard for me because I want things for him that I don't know that he wants. So that is the hardest part right now. Yeah. Okay. Should I go? Oh, Lily's going to go. You guys go through your questions first.
What's something I do that always makes you smile?
Oh my goodness, you are so sweet to people. Um, I hear from people all the time how kind you are. You know, I got a phone call from your teacher, how kind you are. When I see you with little kids, I think that that just like makes me light up with a huge smile. When you're kind.
You're gonna be a great mom one day.
Thank you.
Okay, next.
What do you feel, when do you feel most appreciated by me and the kids?
Most appreciated. Um, you guys are really good at verbalizing it. I think just when you tell me, like Lily will say, "Thank you so much for driving me." Ella will be like, "You're the best mom." You'll randomly say, "You're such a wonderful wife." Max will be like, "Oh my God, thank you so much. You just did all my laundry." Like you guys tell me that I like I like the words. Yeah.
Interesting.
How do you handle it when I'm struggling but don't want to talk?
I think that as a mom, what we can all do is just make sure that our kids know that we're here when you're ready. I think motherhood has taught me a lot of patience. So, you guys know that I just want to talk. Like, let's talk it out. Let's talk about it. And sometimes teenagers don't want to talk. So, when I know that you're struggling and I know that you need to talk, I know that eventually you're going to come to me. So, I guess I just let you do it in your own time. Was that a good answer,
That was a great answer.
Max?
When did you feel most proud of me growing up?
Well,
It's a wild guy.
well,
Is that
okay,
funny?
let's do the obvious answer, and then I'm going to do the real, like, heart of the answer. Max had a goal to go to Cornell, and it was really stressful as his mom because that's the only school that he really truly wanted to go to. And when you know that as a parent, that's like the school that your kid wants to go to, that's a lot of stress on him and on Seth and I, that if he doesn't get into his dream school, like if anyone deserves it, well, we're biased, but I think other people would agree with us that Max deserved it. So the day that he got into Cornell was one of the best days of parenting. But I want to tell you guys, like, a real, like, deep answer. Seth and I have given you, like, these really good hearts. Like, we see your hearts shine through, and we can't be more proud of that. So I think that who you are, who your heart is, makes us the most proud. Right? Okay. Lillie,
I'm gonna say, do I remind you of yourself at my age in like any way?
what do you think?
I think probably yeah.
I think that you know what I tell people? You're like a better version of me. So I like, you are very, very much like me. Like everybody tells me that. When you walk the halls of school, it reminds me of like when I walked the halls of school and like talking to everyone. Like I was telling Grammy that Ella will like book to the car. Max will like book to the car, like, let's go. And Lily's like, sorry, I was talking to so and so. And I'm like, honey, you talk to whoever you want. So, yes, you remind me of myself. You remind me of myself with how I see you with little kids. And I like that you're stronger than I was at your age.
What is something you wish I did more of to support you as a mom?
I have learned. So I used to want you to be more available for like driving. Like I used to get really upset that you would be like, sorry, I'm working. Sorry, figure it out. But I think I learned along the way that I have a village. So I used to be like, Seth, it's all on me. Like, that's not fair that you just like can work whenever you want and I have to figure it out. But now I know that I have my parents and friends to help me. So I would say I have given you more grace with what I was looking for.
Very true.
What is the most challenging part of parenting a teenager?
That you never know what you're going to get. It's like it's like a comedy show. Like your dad is going to like ace a comedy show on teenagers one day. Like I can just see him doing the act. Like you never know what you're going to get. I was watching a comedian the other day and she was like, I did something really wrong. I said good morning. So I think it's just like, what mood are you going to get? That's the hardest part. Is
All
it
right.
Max?
Yep.
Something you're worried about
come close when you talk.
What's something you worried about that ended up being totally fine? What's something you worried about that ended up being totally fine?
We've never done this before in the same room, so bear with us as we try to hear Max. Um, what's something that you worried about that ended up being totally fine? Oh, well, getting into Cornell, that was like one of the most stressful, like how many months? December, January,
Great.
February, 4 months. That was probably the most stressful 4 months, worrying about, is he going to get into his dream school? And it worked out. I worried about dropping him off at college. What parent doesn't drop their kid off at college? It feels like the most unnatural thing that I have ever done as a parent is be like, here you go. Good luck. I'm going home. Like I didn't worry. I mean, he's doing well. He's doing well. So both of those things worked out.
Um, what's your favorite memory of us together?
You and me.
Yes.
Do you want to take a guess?
I'm gonna guess Florida.
We went on a trip to Disney World together, and it was amazing. So for those of you who don't know, when we go to Disney World, like I've never gone with just Lillie before. So I usually go with like the five of us, and Seth and Max and Ella are like, okay, can we go to the room? And I'm like, okay, everybody's tired. Let's just go to the room and have dinner and relax. And we never made it to the fireworks. And I was like, whatever. I did enough. Well, when I went with Lillie, like Lillie is my Disney partner. We went all day, all night. We went to the fireworks and we still went on rides after the fireworks. So Lillie is my Disney buddy.
Yes, it was so fun.
What is motherhood?
Would you do
What,
that? Would you go to the fireworks after a long day and then go on rides after the fireworks?
Maybe.
Max says maybe. Okay, Seth.
all right, Ella and I'll hang out in the room. She's got to study.
So wait, let me
What
tell
is-
them about New York City. So we went on 2 college tours, and then Seth and Ella. Okay, so we go back to the room, and I lay down, and I'm exhausted from the 2 college tours. And Seth and Ella were like, "Okay, we're done for the night. We're in." And Lillie is like, "You get up. We are in New York City. Let's go." And Lillie and I went out.
What has motherhood taught you about our marriage?
Did you throw that in there?
No, you wrote it.
Oh, okay. I don't remember. There's a lot of questions, people. Taught us about our marriage. Oh, help me with this one. I think it
You
taught.
didn't know that you could love me even more until I gave you these 3 wonderful kids.
Well, it definitely made me love you more. It made me, we're a really good team. I think I learned that we're a really good team and we complement each other, right? Anything
Yes.
else? Anything you learned?
How was it? I thought we weren't done. I mean, has motherhood taught me anything about marriage? What fatherhood has.
Is he serious right now?
We'll come back to that one.
Okay. Ella?
What is one thing you hope I carry with me into adulthood?
I hope that you know how loved you are by your family. And I hope that you always come to us when you need support. Is that good?
So cute.
Okay, Max, here.
How has being my mom changed you as a person?
I was gonna ask.
Hmm. Um, so when I gave birth to Max, Max is number 1, if you didn't know, he's 19. When I gave birth to Max, a new person was born. I found a side of myself that I never knew before. And that person is called Mama Bear. And you don't mess with my cubs. And I learned a fierce side of myself that I never knew I had. So Max changed me the day that I looked at him. Did you know that? Okay, that's my answer. Lil,
How has being a mom changed your perspective of like other moms?
did you throw that in there or is that on there?
No, I made it up.
That's a good question, Lillie.
I have more grace for moms. I think I was more judgmental before I was a mom. I have much more compassion and grace, and I know how hard it is.
Mm,
What do you think of
interesting.
that? Was that a good answer?
Yes.
Your
Seth,
turn.
what?
Your turn.
Do you guys have any more?
How do you cope with all the emotional changes that come with teenagers?
That's a good question.
I cry. I will be in my car crying. I think I let it out. I let it out. I talk to your dad. I talk to my friends. I think support. And I talk to my mom and I talk to my kids because sometimes your kids need to know that you're having a hard time. Yeah. Anyone else? Max, do you have any more?
Also, Dad still hasn't answered his question.
What was my question?
How has fatherhood changed you as a person?
Oh,
Well, no. How has fatherhood shown him change? What was the marital question about
the
fatherhood?
marital question was what was motherhood has taught you? What has motherhood taught you about our marriage?
So, what has fatherhood taught you about our marriage?
Okay, and I can't echo your answer, so I'll say ditto to that. I will say it's made me more patient. It's made me realize how much more love I have to give than I thought. I've never been happier or prouder or felt more loved or blessed.
That does not answer the marital question.
It's taught me
No
to be
more.
more patient with you. It's taught me to love you more. It's made
Okay.
me love you more.
Okay. Good answer. Okay, honey, what do you got? Come close.
What has watching us taught you about processing emotions?
Oh, goodness gracious. So, I wish I knew when I had Max, the day that I had Max, I wish I knew what I know now because your kids need you to be a calm, stable force. And they need your nervous system to be regulated so that they can co-regulate. And they need, it doesn't matter like what you're faking because they know the real emotions that you have inside in the moment. So I just wish I knew how important it is to calm myself in order to help them. Did I answer the question? So, yeah, I learned that over the years. So now I focus on that. I mean, Seth, do you think I've gotten better at that? You can be
Much
honest.
better. Yeah, I can
Okay.
see a definite significant improvement.
And I didn't know that. So like I'm going to tell you if your kid's having any sort of behavior or any sort of struggle, anxiety, depression, OCD, eating disorders, self-harm, whatever issue your kids might have, they need you to focus on yourself and be calm so that you can help them. So I'm going to ask some questions. What's one thing I do that drives you crazy, but you secretly love it? Any of you?
When you ask too many questions. It's a valid answer.
It's a good answer.
I love to ask you questions. I only get a quota of questions. How many questions do I get every day?
Probably like 200.
200. No, I think you
How
shut her down
many?
after two.
How many is my quota of
What's
Ella
her
and
limit?
Lillie? Of what I can.
Sorry.
Ella, do you have a quota?
Not a specific quota. I think it just depends on the day and how I feel.
Yeah, that's valid.
You know, you said you never know what you're gonna get.
Max says I get one question with him. He's full of crap because I call him with a list of questions. I do not write them down like Bubby does, but I should do that. Okay.
Please don't.
When do you feel the most loved by me?
Mm,
I mean, I think it depends on all of our love languages, but I think, at least for me, I really like when you say it.
mm,
You just did it, the smile.
I'll say hugs.
What about Max?
And when you visit me,
Oh, when I visit him. When I visit him.
Aw.
Okay. What's your favorite memory with me?
You already know what I'm gonna say.
Disney
More,
for Lillie.
I can think of something else.
I don't even know. There are too many to say one of them.
Yeah, I can't pick one. I mean, day we met, day I proposed, day we got married, day we had each kid. Like, I mean, there's a ton.
What about Taylor Swift?
Yeah, I think that might
Yeah,
win for
I
Ella.
think Taylor Swift wins.
I'm sensing
Yeah.
an extravagant event theme,
An expensive event.
an expensive event theme.
Okay, Max.
I'm trying to think. I need help.
Favorite memory. What's Max's favorite memory of me?
First time you got dropped off.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Do you know the mic's in front of your face?
It's okay. I'm gonna move it after Max talks. He doesn't know. There's too many. Okay.
That's a good answer. That's a good problem to have.
What's something that I say all the time?
I have a lot. Thing.
Give me an example.
Max said, "Give me an example."
Wait, I think you say too many things. I'm gonna say.
You tell me to reframe a lot.
Reframe that, Ella.
Are you kidding me right now?
Are you kidding me right now? Shut up.
Stop being rude.
Tell Lillie to stop being rude all the time. Respect your mother. If you had to describe me in 3 words, what would that be?
Ask too many questions.
That's 4 words.
Love, warmth, kindness.
Radiant, caring, and I mean, is motherly too much of a cop out?
No, that's I would say that. Thank you. Yes. I love that.
I'm gonna say helpful, self-aware, and loving.
Aw.
Aw.
Ray of sunshine.
Oh, mic drop.
Okay, we did that. We did that. What's something you understand about me now that you didn't when you were younger?
I mean, for me, I think I can just understand your emotions so much more now as a teenager than I could when I was a kid because I've experienced so many more emotions and I've gotten so much more emotionally intelligent.
I think just that everything you say has its meaning and you don't just say something to say something.
Oh, that's so sweet. Do you got anything? Okay, come close.
I know you better.
You know me better. He knows me really well. He knows. It's so funny because we don't have Max home, but like when we were at the dinner table, if there was any sort of conflict, if I looked up at Max, he knew exactly what I was thinking. Like you could just see it on his face. He knows his mom. And I laugh with Seth because he went to school and Max, forgive me because this is not how your family maybe should be, but we're going to be authentic and real here. Max is always on my side. I feel like he's always on my side. And I laugh because the girls are always on Seth's side. So my person went to school.
I'm gonna go to school next year, so it evens out.
So then Lily's going to be on Dad's side, so I'm screwed. When have you seen me at my strongest?
I'm a bear.
When I've seen it.
Protecting your kids.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Lil.
No, I don't have an answer.
Do you have anything, or should I move on?
I think Dad wins. Dad nailed it on the head.
What's one lesson from how I raised you that you think will stick with you for life?
That you need to.
Emotions are a strength, not a weakness.
Boom!
Hmm.
Spoken from a therapist, child.
That like you need to let things go and like stop holding everything up.
You know what I like? I know that this is not respectful, but I like when you say stop dragging it because it's made me realize that I do drag it.
I don't know what that means.
Max does not like when Lily does lingo with Seth and I. Do you have an answer?
Not the etiquette to use slang with your parents.
Well, I don't have someone here correcting me, do I?
One lesson from how I raised you that you think will stick with you.
Do not care as much if you leave a sock somewhere.
Sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
didn't hear me. Do not care as much if you leave a piece of clothing at a sleepover.
Oh, gee. Oh, that's what he's going to end up on a couch for someday.
We need to process that. So Max's child is going to be at a sleepover. They're going to come home without their shorts. And Max is going to be like, honey, I'll buy you some more shorts. Who cares? Because he would come home from his sleepover and he was always missing a damn sock. And I would be like, really, Max? How many socks have you left at their house? And I was like, when you leave a sleepover, you make sure you have everything. Lily's like, I left a charger. I'm like, come on, people. Yeah, I need to let that go. Sorry, Max. Definitely don't give your kids a hard time if they leave socks at a sleepover. I can buy more socks. What's something you think I did right as your mom that helped shape you who you are?
You definitely taught me respect and like being like having good social etiquette and being polite with other people because I see some people that are not being very polite.
I mean, I think you modeled kindness really well.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say be polite too. We were just talking about this, about our manners.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Max, I might have done too much work with them on manners. Sometimes I think they're too nice to other people. So that is something that I'm going to teach my children right now. I love that you're all nice, but remember to have boundaries and to stick up for yourself. What's something you wish we could do more of together?
More family trips.
Yes.
We got one planned and we're going to plan another one.
Mm-hmm.
When have you felt most supported by me?
I feel like whenever like it's like at night and I can come talk to you. Like I always know I can talk to you about stuff.
I mean, I think a few weeks ago when I was really stressed and I ended up getting sick, you were really helpful to be there to support me and to help me get through it.
I'm so glad. Got anything?
Mm-hmm.
To the mic.
Wait.
It's okay if you
Gotta lean over.
He's thinking. Give him a minute.
When I'm gonna go to bed, and before I go to bed, I come into your room. When I'm gonna go to bed, and before I go to bed, I come into your room and I talk to you guys while you're in bed reading.
Love when he does that. It's always between 10 and 11 o'clock when Max wants to talk to us. And Max was born at 11:01, I think, p.m. And that is like a really like good time for Max when he's ready to talk, right?
Mhm.
He's such a night owl. Okay. What else should I ask? Did I miss anything?
I think you did a great job.
I think that okay, so between now and the next Mother's Day, what can I work on to be an even better mom?
Stop asking so many questions.
Never.
I mean, you're doing really well at this, and you've definitely improved over the years. But I think all of us honestly could work on being calm more.
Oh my God, 150%. Yes. Calm. Everybody agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that this is something that all parents can work on, and I think it's transparency.
What does that mean?
Just being transparent with your child and telling them what you're thinking, why you're thinking it, why you tell them something.
Are you feeling a lack of transparency at all?
Mm, Not at the moment.
I think that you think that I'm too positive, and I think you want like the real answer, but I think I always give you the real answer. So like if I'm being positive, I'm being authentically positive, and if there's something that I need to tell you, I feel like I tell you. I think I really try to be. So the problem between me and my children is, and the girls can tell me if I'm wrong, but I know I have this with Max, is that I give them so much praise that like it doesn't feel authentic to them because it's so much, but it's authentically how I feel.
Right? But in their minds, they can't be wonderful and amazing and all of the things every second of the day.
But I tell them my criticisms. I mean,
No, but you sound too nice when you criticize.
I feel like your criticisms are always buried.
Well, that's because she's giving you a correct praise sandwich as opposed to
See,
just criticism.
Right.
her criticism is buried in a sea of compliments.
Yes.
I definitely, um, like I'm trying to think of some examples, but like I will tell you guys, I will always tell you guys the truth. And it's my truth. So it doesn't mean you might agree with me, but I will always be authentic and honest and tell you the truth. And I feel like sometimes I'm too hard on you. I think that I have three overachievers. So I think that I want you guys to tone it down. I want my expectations and Seth's expectations to be toned down because you're such overachievers. Does that make sense? Lillie looks
Yeah.
confused.
No, I just don't agree with that statement.
Okay, tell me why you don't agree.
I like having high standards because it keeps me like accountable and like
I mean, I think that I think Dad and I have high expectations of ourselves. So that leads to high expectations of our children.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
100%.
And then our children have high expectations of themselves. I think there's a bonus to that. But anyways, I just want my kids to love themselves and realize how awesome they are. And I hope that they do. And I hope that I'm part of them, maybe possibly thinking that. And I appreciate them taking time out of their super duper busy schedules. We have all five of the Greenes at home to do this in 30 minutes. We did it. I feel super accomplished, and I can't thank my family enough.
We love you so much. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Happy
Love
Mother's
you.
Day.
Thanks
Happy
for being
Mother's Day.
thanks for being my family. You are my dream come true. This is Rebecca Greene, and I want to remind everyone to spend every day laughing, learning, and loving. Thank you for tuning in to the Whinypaluza podcast. If you like what you heard,
Please be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. While you are there, leave a review. I love to hear your feedback. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time.
This show has been produced by Market Domination, LLC. To discover how you can have your own show completely done for you and turn it into a real published book and become the authority in your marketplace, go to www.marketdominationllc.com/podcast offer.